Okay, so we're going to be making some moving parts for our book. We're going to be using levers and linkages. So to start off with, we're going to use one piece of paper. I want to cut out some bars, so look at what I'm going to do. So ruler, the end of the ruler matches lines up with the end of the page. I'm going to put my hand down, I hold it firmly, and then I've got one bar like that. Then that's going to be my long bar. I'm also going to go for two shorter bars, so I'm going to do the same thing where the ruler matches the end of the page. I'm going to do a shorter bar there and another shorter bar here. So I've got my 3 bars that I'm going to need. Then we'll cut it out. Start with the long bar. So you'll notice when I'm cutting, I make sure the page is angled so I can cut away from myself. I'm holding it very steady. When I come to turn it, I turn the page. The scissors kind of stay in the same place, so I'm cutting away. And that's my shorter bar. And my shorter bar. Fantastic. So there are my 3 bars. I'm going to place that one away. I got another piece of paper. So here's what we're going to do. Let's make our mechanism. So the first thing we need is we are going to get one of these split pins. We are going to join these 2 bars together. So I kind of match them up, so then place them onto the blue tack, push my split pin through the blue tack, and it goes in like that. If you have trouble doing it, you can use a pencil. Let's pull the blue tack off. You can see it's gone through, and then I just open up the split pin. So this is my first pivot. So what's a pivot? A pivot is a point around which things move. Okay, so you can see this is a loose pivot. My next one, let's put it here, is going to be my fixed pivot. So to put in my fixed pivot, I just place the blue tack underneath, get my split pin, and poke my split pin through the blue tack, and then pull it off very carefully, and then turn it over, open up my split pin to separate it, and this one is my fixed pivot. So this one's called my fixed pivot because it's a point at which it turns, but you can see that the pivot doesn't move. This one is a moving pivot because it actually does that. It moves, okay? And you can see, look, I've got my moving part. Now if I get my piece of paper and decide on putting something on the end of it, we could have a very quick picture, which I'll cut out. To save time, I'll just cut it out very quickly. You can see when I'm cutting it out, I'm moving the page, keeping the scissors straight. So I'm always cutting in front of me, and I move it when I cut it round. So there you go. Use some PVA and pop it on There you go. Now, to improve it, one of the things we can do is add a guide. So we add like a little bridge. So for that, again, I'll need just a straight bit of paper. So we'll cut a little guide. And the important thing when you do the guide, the important thing is to make sure you put glue just on the ends of it. Yeah, so it's like a bridge. You don't want to put it in this part, otherwise you'll glue it together and it won't move. So there we go. There you go. So now we're making it out paper because this is a prototype. It's a cheap way of allowing us just to practice and explore. Okay, one of the things we can do, which is quite fun, is we could add another one, another bar into it. So it's up to you. You can decide how close it goes. You could potentially add a third bar. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's put it there. So again, blue tack underneath. Pop the split pin through. I'm not popping it through the back, so that would make this a moving pivot. Yeah, because this is going to move as well. Oh, and then what we'll need to do is we'll need to give it a fixed pivot here. So we put the blue tack under the bar and the bit of paper, and we stick it through like that. And again, pull it out. Separate the split pins, and then let's have a look. And you can see now we've got two parts. And now, again, if we wanted to, we could do a super quick face and cut it out. Again, cutting it in front of me, moving the paper, just kind of makes it easier to cut it out. I'm going to cut it out very quickly. And then if you want to give these little snips. Okay, let's have a look. And a bit of glue. We'll stick this onto here, and you can see. So this is, they're moving in parallel, okay? They're moving in parallel. Now, one of the things that is really interesting about this is if we were to take this out and move the fixed pivot down here, I want you to have a look and see how the direction of movement changes. So you can see that in parallel, when one moves this way, they both do. So let's take this fixed pivot out. Like I said, we're going to move it down. Just to be quick here, what we'll do is we'll take this one out here. We'll replace it here and pop that through here. So it is going to be a little bit lower down. And then we'll put this one through this hole here. And we'll shove it nice and shove it through the blue tack, which makes the hole. And let's see, does it make any difference if we move the, so you can see now, look, they move together and move apart. So placing that fixed pivot in a different position changes the way the levers work, okay? So this is